Hey for lifers, it's your girl Tiana here. If you are new to my channel, welcome. If you're a returning viewer, welcome back. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button for me to be part of the family here.
Ooh, it's something about the way she moves. I can't figure it out. There's something about her.
In today's video, we are going to do a chit chat, get ready with me, and I'm going to be sharing with you 7 just random thoughts that just have been flying through my head for some time now. Yes, this is a get ready with me. I'm actually getting ready. I'm actually like needing to walk out of the house right now to go somewhere. So I hope you guys enjoy the makeup process. I'm not going to be talking about the makeup steps and process too much, but if you do want a detailed step-by-step on how I do my makeup, beginner friendly, make sure you check out my last makeup video because that is exactly what that was. But today, I hope you guys enjoy the topics we're talking about. Subscribe to the channel if you're not subscribed already. Let's get right into this. Get ready with me. I started this video already having my eyebrows, oh my god, already having eyebrows on, face primed, face toned, all that good stuff. If you want a more in-depth tutorial on how I do my eyebrows, check out my last makeup video because it was a very good step-by-step instructional beginner friendly tutorial. We are just gonna random thoughts. I've got them on my phone. Literally, y'all, they're just 6 random thoughts. If anything else comes to my mind during the video, which it probably will, we'll add that in there too. But this is literally just 6 random thoughts that I was like, let me just jot this down because this would be a good talking point one day. Some of them may sound like I'm complaining a little, but it is what it is. So the first one is, let's talk about the nickname T. This was not my nickname ever in life until I got to college, which is so crazy. Like high school, all my life, nobody called me just T until I got to college. And I was like, oh, that's cool, you know, I don't mind, whatever. You know, and then I kind of branded that for my YouTube and my Instagram with LifeOfT as the YouTube and it's.T. For Instagram, I kind of like branded T as the thing. And even in my bio on Instagram, I just had it as T. But then recently I had to like reevaluate, like, because when brands will email me and DM me and things like that for collaborations, they'll reach out like, hey T, and I'm like, not that it's not like official or what's I'm looking for, professional, but I don't want that to become who I am, if that makes sense. Like, it's cool that people that know me, like from school and family and things like that, and friends call me T. I don't mind because, you know, they know my name, but I don't want it to become that is my nickname because not that I don't like it, but I don't want, like, I really like my name and I want to be known for my name and not like just T. I would prefer, you know, if somebody is addressing me, you know, they do say Tiana for the first time, you know, somebody that doesn't know me, you know, use my full name. So that is why I changed it on Instagram. I didn't change my @ name, which I think that's going to be coming soon. We're going to be changing the @ name soon. But I changed in my bio, it now says Tiana again instead of T. And I don't even know what my Instagram name was before it was yes.it's.t. I literally have no idea. I don't want T to become how I'm called. And I know there's gonna be people out there that say, but you brought that upon yourself because you branded it and you whatever. Y'all, I'm telling y'all that I never gave myself that nickname. I really do like it. I don't mind when people call me T or whatever, but I just don't want that to become my brand, if that makes sense. I don't want it that people are knowing me as T or whatever. Like, you need to know my name. Next random thought is how much anxiety blogging in public brings me. And I feel like this is very fitting for today because of the event I'm headed to. Y'all, and I know I'm not the only one. I know I'm not the only YouTuber or lifestylist or vlogger that gets high anxiety vlogging in public. Like, I don't know what it is. If I'm with somebody else, it's not as bad. Like, if I'm with a friend or whoever, it's not as bad for me. But like the second I'm by myself, like I cannot do it. And it's so bad to say because if this is the type of content creator that I want to be, like, I feel like I have to kind of get out of that a little bit. I know I'm not the only one though. It's the thing of like people looking at you and not everybody understanding that YouTube content creator world. You know, it's much bigger now than it used to be. So there are more people in the area I live in. You know, even if I go into the city more, it's more common. So I feel a little bit more comfortable vlogging there. But even then, it's like not everybody knows what content creating is or the vlogging lifestyle. So it's like, I don't know, just the people looking at me just gives me a little bit of anxiety, y'all. I'm trying to get over it, and I feel like every time I vlog in public, I do better with kind of just like not letting it bother me or looking past it, or just like thinking like, how really am I bothering these people? Like, them looking at me is gonna do what? They're just looking at me, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to, if this is what I want for the long term, girl, I cannot be scared of somebody's eyes looking at me. Like, I can't. And the thing is, I'm a spotlight kind of girl. Like, since I was young, like dance recitals, you know, I've always done things to be in the spotlight. So I have no problem performing, if that's kind of how you want to say it. But I don't know, like, I really be wanting to vlog in Target or vlog at the grocery store and vlog here, vlog there, vlog everywhere. But your girl just can't do it. Like, Isaiah is so good for being like, who cares? Just do it. But I'm like, I don't know. I don't know who cares. These people don't care. They may look, but they don't care. They don't care that I've got a camera out talking to myself. Comment down below if you are also a YouTuber or a content creator or a vlogger, and maybe if you've gotten over that outside vlogging thing. Like, first of all, how long did it take you to get over the people vlogging outside? And like, Stassi is so good at it. Like, I remember one day saying to her, like, how do you just be so comfortable? And she was like, because I don't be caring what these people say. Like, she is so good about not caring and just doing it. And it's like, if I want to get to a certain point in my YouTube career, y'all, I cannot be caring what people think in the outside world. Something I've been seeing frequently lately that I think is just the cutest thing, and I literally love to see it, is parent-child handshakes. Like, that just, it is so cute. It is so cute to see, especially in like Black families or minority families, to see that interaction. I love seeing that. When we went to Topgolf a few weeks ago, and we were waiting for our bae, it was this big family that came from, I forget where she said, but anyway, that's not important. The dad had two daughters. One was like maybe 15 or 16, and the other daughter was young, like 4. And they did this handshake, the 4-year-old and the dad, they did a handshake, and we were just watching. We were like, that is so cute. Like, and we said, and we were like, you know, we love to see that. Like, that is a beautiful thing. And he was like, thanks. You know, the older one knows it, but she thinks she's too cool to do it now. But it's like, that is so cute. And it was the first time I had ever really seen something like that, like live and in the flesh. And it was a dad and a daughter, you know, Black family, dad and daughter. And I said, that is so good to see and so important to see also. That's the type of thing that I would want for my family. You know, not even just father and child, but also just a family thing. Like, hey, this is our family handshake, you know, whatever. Even, you know, for me and the kids. I think that is so cute. And also, one of the players on Isaiah's team, him and his dad have a handshake also. And the second he came off the court at the game last weekend, the second he came off the court, like, they did it like there was no thought needed. Like, it was just like, let's do this handshake, while the dad was giving him tips and whatever on what he did well and whatever. And I said, I love to see that. I love that. I absolutely love that. Let's talk about something that I feel like is sometimes always on people's mind, but people don't be wanting to say anything for real. Miserable drive-through employees. Miserable drive-through employees. Because we've all experienced somebody that just is not happy to be at work. You may have experienced it. You may know somebody that feels that way. You may be the person that feels that way. But being on the receiving end, when you literally just pull up to the window, you're having a good day, you're having a good morning, whatever the case may be, and maybe not the speaker box, sometimes it be at the speaker box. And y'all, I really only ever go through Starbucks drive-through, occasionally Dunkin' drive-through, and like Chick-fil-A drive-through. There's not many drive-throughs that I go to. That's really only it. Those employees sometimes just be so upset. Like, the Dunkin' Donuts in particular near my school, the man on the speaker box, the younger people that work there are always in a good mood, you know, happy to be at work. But the owner or the manager or the head man in charge, he is never happy to be there. Like, I don't know if it's an anxiety thing for him, like when there's too much going on or what the case is. But when I pull up to the speaker box, no, hello, good morning, he's just 1 second. Or what do you want? I'm like, sir. But I always just tell him what I want. The first time and second time I was kind of taken back. But after that, I was just like, okay, obviously this is just how this man is. Even when I get up to the window, no, and he's at the window too. No, good morning. It's always to whatever, or whatever my total is for whatever. And I'm like, okay, here you go. So I give him my card or my cash, and then he just, there's no have a good day. And I'm like, sir. But like sometimes too, when we be at the drive-thru, it's like you can just tell people are not happy to be there. And you know, it's easy to say, you know, if you don't want to be here, you know, clock out. Or if you don't want to be here, get a different job. It is very easy to say that in your head or whatever. And I mean, I've done it plenty of times. Like, you know, you chose this job. You did choose this job. But then again, also, you know, you never know what it is that somebody, they may be going through other things. They may just be having a bad day. Like, that may not be them. So I always try to just spread kindness and happiness and, you know, positivity, even if my drive-thru worker is not having a good day, because you never know, they may just need that one person to come by and tell them, have a great day, or I hope, you know, your day gets better or whatever. And then their day might be turned around. You know, there's no point in adding fuel to the fire. Like, somebody's having a bad day, you may want to be like, give them like an attitude for not being nice to you. But it's like, at the same time, these are people, and people, just because they work the drive-thru at wherever, they may be having a bad day. Something may have just happened. You know, you still want to treat everybody with kindness. They may just need a little bit of a boost to get them through the rest of their shift. But I know everybody in their life has experienced a drive-thru worker that was just not happy to be at work, just ready to go. And it be getting under my skin. It really does get under my skin that I pull up in a happy mood to this drive-thru and you're miserable. But in the same token, I understand everybody is human. People go through things. These are not robots working these drive-thru things. So treat everybody with kindness. Like, I can't stand seeing a customer that treats a person, like an employee, like they're just a robot. Like, when I was in college and I used to work at Panera, that used to happen often. Like, even when people just come up to the register and they don't say, you know, can I have this, and this, or they just start saying their order, or you say like, hey, good morning, or whatever, and they just start getting their order. It's like, hello. Like, I used to, honestly, when I was in college and I was working I worked the register some days, people just started giving their order, I would say, good morning, and I would wait for a response, like, good morning, and wait for them to respond back to me, because like, you need a smile a little bit. Next topic, and I feel like this one may be a lengthy one, so I'm glad we're starting while we're still on the eyes, because we still have a little bit of ways to go. Let's talk about these trends that are happening a little bit. Trends can be a good thing to help promote yourself. You know, if something is trendy, take part in it. It'll get you more exposure, whatever. But I feel like sometimes people may force themselves into a trend because everybody else is doing it and because they feel like they're supposed to. For example, the matcha and the Pilates thing. And I'm sorry, somebody had to say it. Somebody had to say it. And it's something that's been on my mind, so I'm going to be the one to say it. This matcha and Pilates craze is wild. It's wild, y'all. Don't get me wrong. If you thoroughly enjoy matcha, and y'all, I'm about to put my lashes on, so give me just a minute. If you thoroughly enjoy matcha, and you were before it was trendy, and if you thoroughly enjoy Pilates and you were before it was trendy, oh my god, I'm tearing these lashes up, then shout out to you. Even if you hopped on the trend and you realize that you actually enjoy it and you want to continue doing it, shout out to y'all. What I'm talking about right now is when you can almost tell that it's forced. Maybe people are forcing their way into a trend. And let's be honest here, that's exactly what trends are. It's really just copycatting, you know, when one person does it. And there's nothing wrong with it. You may be intrigued. I get intrigued too. I'll be like, oh, I want to do that. I want to try that. It's natural. But sometimes it is evident that people are forcing their way into a trend. Even when it comes to like the whole like black girl luxury thing, because that has been a hot topic. Everybody has their own view on what black girl luxury is. So it's important for us to not feel like one person's black girl luxury might be totally like materialistic. The brands they're wearing, the places they're shopping, the restaurants they go to, the cars they drive. It can literally be just materialistic. Another person's black girl luxury might be that they're living the career they want to and they're comfortable with it, and they may have something that they do on the side, or they're living the family life that they always thought. Everybody's view on black girl luxury looks different. Now, soft life is very similar, I feel, depending on how you identify black girl luxury. So for me, the way I would identify black girl luxury for me personally in my life and the things that I know I like to do, I know for me and for my definition of black girl luxury and soft life, it fits my lifestyle. So no, it may not be that I'm shopping at the most expensive brands and buying this and going here and doing that. And that doesn't mean that it should be disqualified as what can be defined as black girl luxury, because that is how I see for my life. You may feel like going to comic conventions is your idea of luxury because that is something you enjoy wholeheartedly. That may not what somebody else sees, but if you feel like that's what makes you feel your best self, is that not luxury? Feeling your best self, feeling in your element, in your zone, is that not living a luxurious lifestyle? You see what I'm saying? So I don't think anybody should try to live up to one definition of black girl luxury or soft life or whatever the case may be. What works for you works for you. And honestly, I don't understand why people care so much. Like, care so much as to be in somebody else's life like that. You know what I'm saying? Like, why should I be the person or feel like I'm the person to judge whether, oh yeah, that person lives a black girl luxury lifestyle? You know what I'm saying? Like, if that makes sense. Everybody's got their own definition. I'm a very kumbaya type of person. Like, everybody's got their own definition of things that fit them and things that fit their lifestyle. And if it works for you, what's that saying? If you like it, I love it. If you like it and it works for you, I love that for you. I feel like as long as you're still being your true, authentic self all the way through, there's no harm. There is no harm in living your black girl luxurious lifestyle the way that you define for you. Next topic is the gym. Working out and the gym. The gym is such a release for me, but it took a while for me to get to that point. When I was in high school and things like that, I would work out, and this is like a little bit of a transparency moment. I would go to the gym. I got a membership at Planet Fitness. I think you only had to be 16. You had to, because I had the membership for a while. Like when I got my license and my car, I was going to the gym on my own. I was going when I was in high school as not a release or stress reliever, but more of like trying to be slim and thin, because I felt like I was the biggest girl on my cheer team, honestly, and I'm just being honest and transparent. And when I look back at it now, I'm like, I was not the same size, but I was a pretty small girl, and I just would see myself as such a big person. So I was going to the gym to, work out, slim down, those things that I feel like many high school girls go through in their mind, and with like body image and things like that. I was one of them. That kind of first started my like fitness journey and things like that, and my love for working out and stuff. And then when I was in college, after my freshman year, not even after the whole freshman year, I kid you not, when I went home for Thanksgiving freshman year, and my sister and I took a picture, and I look back at that picture, I said, how come nobody told me that I gained this much weight? Y'all, that freshman 15 hit me like freshman 30 in 3 months. 3 months. Freshman 15 hit me like freshman 30 in 3 months, y'all. It was not a very fun experience for me as somebody that worked hard years prior to kind of like, keeping a physical image of myself. I was not happy. So then it turned into me working out like that first summer home. I was working out like crazy. That's when my 2-a-days started. Like that's when I first started going. I would go to the gym in the morning before work. So I'd be in the gym at like 6 a.m. And then some days, not every day, but like 2 or 3 days out of the week, I would also get a little night or evening time workout in, because at that point I was really trying to work the weight off. And then that continued for my sophomore year, junior year, because now I had my car on campus. So I would go to Planet Fitness there. It kind of like mellowed out for my remaining years because I was just working so much and, you know, student teaching, you know, those things that, you know, preparing to leave school, preparing to leave college, all the other things that kind of fall into place. But I would still go to the beach and run on beachside and things like that. So then when I moved here, I was keeping up in the beginning with working out. I was going to Planet Fitness at first. Then after like 2 months of living here, I got an LA Fitness membership, and then a couple months later, you know, COVID happened, so all the gyms are shut down. But now, y'all know, if you are not new to this channel, if you are true to this channel, I always say this, not new to this channel, then you know that I've been on like a health and fitness weight loss journey since the top of the year. Now, I've always been a pretty healthy eater, made good food choices, worked out occasionally, but I never stayed consistent with the working out part. So honestly, this is, as far as I can remember, the longest that I've been consistent with working out since January. We're in our 6th month of the year now, and I have been consistent for such a long time for me. And now it's just become part of my lifestyle. Like I used to say, once I move, you know, once I graduate college and move, I'll be ready to find my groove, you know, live that lifestyle of working out because I enjoy it and not because I feel like I have to. But it has become, oh, this is not the brush I want. It has become such a release for me. And just like, if I don't go, I feel like part of my daily life is missing. Like if I don't go to the gym, it's almost like for me, like I didn't brush my teeth. Like a part of the day that should just naturally happen every day just didn't happen. I enjoy that for me. I'm happy that I'm able to kind of go to the gym and enjoy the gym as that type of environment and not feel the pressure to, you know, oh, I'm here to make sure I'm getting abs and make sure I'm staying slim. Like, yeah, I always think about that, of course, because I want my workouts to be worth something. I don't want to be in there doing all that work for nothing, you know? The pressure is a little less, and I love that for me because, y'all, it used to go to my head. And I think also I'm older, so it's easier to accept, you know, like body size and different proportions and measurements, things like that. It's easier for me to accept because I'm older and bodies change and whatever the case, you know, things like that. I definitely suggest for everybody to find something that's a good release for you. It may be the gym. I feel like for many people it is because it's a physical thing, you know. I like to go early in the morning to set myself up for a successful day. Getting that workout in the morning does 2 things. It's like, 1, it's done and it's over. I don't have to worry about it again for the rest of the day. And 2, it gives you that like boost to just have a good day, joy, happiness, positivity, all that good stuff. And when I go before work, it just gives me that confidence that it's going to be a great day and not a single child, a parent email, none of that can upset your girl. Your release might be photography or painting or drawing or chess. For a long time, I enjoyed painting. That was something calming for me. Writing poetry was something calming and still is, but I feel like now I enjoy the physical part of challenging myself. Makeup is done just in time too because I'm a little early for the time frame that I'm supposed to be on right now, but my makeup is done and we are done with the topic. So I am going to go ahead and, well, my lip isn't done yet, but y'all know how that goes. I'm gonna go ahead and get my hair together, put on my clothes, and I will come back to y'all when it's time for lip and to really wrap up this chit chat. Get ready with me. I'm back, and obviously I'm not dressed like I said I would be, but there was one more topic on my mind that I really wanted to kind of touch on. So y'all can watch me put lotion on while we talk about this topic. Y'all, the last topic I want to touch on is the the way the United States and the world is right now. Like, I'm talking the amount of crime that is happening, and just like little things, big things, unnecessary things, over exaggerated things. Like, there is so much happening in the world, yes, always, but right here in our home country, if you're a viewer watching within the United States, like, there is so much going on. One, it's hard to keep up with. It's hard to keep up with when things are happening, where they're happening, because there's always something happening everywhere. And I'm talking about the violence. I don't want to say too much because I don't want to get my video to get flagged. If y'all keep up with current events in the news, y'all should be, I feel like we're here. You should be able to pick up kind of what I'm trying to touch on. Like, all this violence that has been happening is just, it blows my mind. I literally said last night, I just would love for us as a country to make it through the weekend without hearing about, a mass violent event happening anywhere in the country. Like, we've got to, something's got to give. Like, I think about how, how with kids and how young kids are, and people that are planning to start families, want to start families, about to bring people into this world. And it's like, this is how the world is now. Why would I want to bring children into this type of environment? I'm not thinking about having kids anytime soon, but the fact that this is how the universe and the world and the country is going right now, like, if we don't change, and I say we because we're all citizens of the United States, it is some part of our right and responsibility to protect and, do the right thing and everything like that. If we don't get a handle on this now, there's no hope. It is just so insane. Everything that's been happening everywhere, like, there's no limit. There is no limit. People that are committing these horrific crimes, they don't care. They don't care where they're doing this. They don't care who it's affecting, how many people it's affecting. They just don't care. They don't think about their actions, and maybe they think about the actions, but they don't think about the consequences after. And it's really just scary that this has become almost normal now. It's become normal. People are reacting. They're reacting in a way of realizing, like, wow, this is one of our new normals. COVID was the first thing, and hopefully that doesn't flag me either, but everything that happened in 2020 was the first thing that kind of, like, we as a country just had to normalize. But this, we should not be normalizing it. We should not be accepting it. And it's unfortunate that that's what it's coming to. That's definitely where we're headed. And it's scary to think that the safe places, a school, the grocery store, a movie theater, a church, a park, like, places that we shouldn't even have to think twice about not feeling safe. Like, those are the places that are in question. It's like nowhere is off limits for people that are unfortunately committing these horrible crimes. But it is time for me to kind of put some pep into my step. So this time, for real, I will come back to y'all when I'm dressed, hair done, and time for lip. Okay, for lifers, we are dressed and we are done and ready to go. So I originally was not gonna wear my hair down. I was gonna put it in a low bun, but we're wearing it down, it looks like. And I just have on this tan fedora, and then I have on this little, like, mock neck top and these brown leather shorts. I'm gonna carry a brown bag, so I'm giving you all of the monochromatic neutral vibes. Giving the girls monochromatic neutral, and I'm so excited. I'm just wearing gold hoop earrings. Everything is kind of like neutral, brown, and of course I feel like just gold goes best with, like, tans and things like that. We have reached the end of the video and I am just on time. Let's actually check the time. oh yeah, ready to head out of the house. So thank you guys so much for watching this video. Subscribe to the channel if you are not subscribed already. Like the video if you enjoyed chit-chatting with me today, and comment down below if you can relate to any of the topics that we talked about, or even your point of view. I would love to hear your input on some of the topics and the views that I have on the topics that we discussed. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in my next video. Bye for lifers.
She got a